So, with less than a month to go until the playoffs, it all comes down to this. Can Coventry get promoted to the Premier League this game week? Hi again, it's me. Today, we're doing my EFL Gameweek 37 predictions. All my days, this could be the game week that Coventry could get promoted to the Premier League. And not only that, we're having two hosts this game week. One is at is in the East Anglian Derby, and the other is at the MK Dons, or MK Dons v Bromley in the top two clash. So we got on them two hosts in a bit, but it looks like a good today. Like it's at least it's just 7 likes today. If you're nice, and make sure to subscribe with that. I'm trying to get ourselves up to 300 subs by the summer. If you're gonna do, we're doing 3 things gold. And yeah, this is what needs to happen if Coventry wants to get promoted this game week. But we're heading to the Friday night games now with Colchester and Swindon now in League 2. Ooh, Swindon, as they win here, they actually go up to second, fourth for a day or over the night and throughout Saturday. But yeah, if they win, that's only if they win. And Colchester beat Tranmere on Easter Monday, and Swindon beat Warsaw very late on Easter Monday. Absolute W's to Swindon, but can they actually turn up to Colchester and beat them? Because they haven't won at Colchester in ages, really. So, and this is probably the best chance to beat them, really. Colchester's been quite but they beat Tranmere 1-0. I'll be honest, everyone can beat Tranmere, really. Everybody can beat Tranmere, to be honest. But yes, but I think Swindon will turn up at Colchester here. I think a 2-1 win of Swindon for this one. But I remember the last few results at Colchester for Swindon, they lost 3-1 and 4-0 away to Colchester in the last 3 meetings. But then to the Exeter kickoff now on Friday. Millwall taking West Brom now. No, West Brom taking on Millwall now. Ooh. Yeah, but I was saying this. Millwall lost 2-1 to Ugly on this Monday. Can't believe it. Why? You just messed up. You messed up, Millwall. You just messed up, Millwall and West Brom. West Brom draw 0-0 to Blackburn, who are both going to stay up. West Brom and Blackburn are both going to stay up. They're not going to go down. They ain't going down, West Brom. So I think they'll be comfortably staying up comfortably. But yeah, it's really a tight game to watch, really. It could go either way here. But I have a feeling West Brom is going to collect another point from the top 6 and 7. I think a 1-1 draw at the Den, at the Hawthorns. Over to you, Jeffy, for the top 2 class in League 2. So, thanks, Miles Cannon. Right here, we're at the Stadium MK for the top 2 clash in League 2. It's MK Dons versus Bromley. All my days here is out for this one. As last time I met, Bromley beat the MK Dons 2-1 to come from behind at the Bromley Stadium. And that was in October 2025. And the last time at the Stadium MK, Bromley put off a shocker to beat MK Dons 1-0. And was it a shocker? Because last season MK Dons had a woeful season, finishing 18th place. And Bromley, it was their first EFL season, so yeah. But now look at them. They are in the top 2, and they could potentially be in a League One in a couple of weeks' time, and it could be a League One game next season. So who really knows this one? But it's going to be a tight game to watch, really. I have a feeling. It's Martin's prediction, and he's having a feeling it's going to be a 2-1 win to Bromley for this one. But in my predictions, it's going to be a 1-1 draw. But if Martin's prediction is correct, according to calculations, Bromley will only be 1 game away from League 1 football promotion. Over to you, Malcolm, at Carrow Road. Now, when East Anglia at Carrow Road, Ugly taking on Ipswich Town now for the East Anglian Derby. Oh my days. Last time at Carrow Road, Ugly beat Ipswich 1-0 at Carrow Road. Well, an outrageous free kick from them to beat Ipswich 1-0 on the last time at Carrow Road to stop Ipswich going from top of the table and expanding the gap from first to second in the top of the table clash, not in the top 6 clash. But now, look at it, Ugly 9th place, but then looking to squeeze into the top 6 playoff fight very late on. So, and Ipswich are 2nd place, so they're hoping to expand their gap from 3rd to expand themselves away from Ipswich and Millwall. But who blew knows, really? It's going to be a tight game to watch, really. Look, as I met, Ipswich famously beat Ugly 3-1, and that could happen again. It could happen again, could it? It could happen again. I have to say it, but The way ugly's been going on this year, the calendar year, is just unreal. 23rd to 9th is just unreal, but I have a feeling it's going to be a 2-2 draw at Carrow Road. Then back down to earth now. Coventry can Sheffield Wednesday now. Ooh, Coventry. It's going to end in two ways. One, they win 1-0, and the other, they actually just score goals for fun, like Wrexham did against Forest Green just 2 years ago to get promoted to League One. But yeah, about that. Sheffield Wednesday drawn 1 on the Leicester. They could have gotten their second win of the season in the whole league season in the Championship. Sheffield Wednesday, but they drawn 1 on the Leicester. Piers Charles was really cooking. He was player of the match, and I think he's going to be the Sheffield Wednesday player of the season, to be honest, because without Piers Charles, they might not even be in the. They might be in the double figures of minus points. Yeah, and they could have been relegated earlier, to be honest. They could have been relegated in January, but Coventry, the moment is, can they get promoted with this win and let Middlesbrough and Millwall not win? I have a feeling it could actually come right here. I think it's going to come right here, but I don't know. But I have a feeling it's going to be a 2-0 win to Coventry for this one. And then QPR taking Bristol now. Ooh, both teams in the middle. Roy Hodgson with 2 out of 2 wins. 2 out of 2 on Easter in the Easter outbreak. Absolute W for Bristol City. And Roy Hodgson, the oldest manager in the EFL. He's literally older than one of my bus drivers that I had from school. And that is insane. And he's only 75 years old, that driver. I'm not gonna say the name because that'll be, I haven't got his permission, but yeah, but it's going to be a tight game to watch, really. But I have a feeling Bristol City is going to go 3 out of 3 under Roy Hodgson here. I think a 2-1 win to Bristol City for this one. And I think there's going to be some questions. Bristol City might be back in the playoff picture. Then the Plymouth took an Exeter now for the Devon Derby. Why is every big game happening at the exact same time on Saturday? Why? Just why, EFL? Why, EFL? Would you do this? But every banger on the exact same time. Do you want me to have 3 screens in one room? Literally about, But last night, Exeter beat Plymouth 2-0 in the Devon Derby, and it was actually the host as we headed to Exeter, St. James's Park, for Exeter versus Plymouth fans for our host. But yeah, times have changed because Exeter. Oh, I don't know, I'm saying this, but 50 points might not get you to stay up. 50 points might not get you to stay up, but over 50 might not even get you to stay up as well, really. 51 points might not be able to stay up, get you safe, or 55. But I have a feeling, call me insane when I say this, but I think Exeter's going to do the double over Plymouth. I think a 2-1 win to Exeter for this one, but it's going to be insane. The relegation battle is looking insaner than ever, and it looks so hectic. The entire bottom half is in a relegation battle. And then the Cardiff and Bolton now. It's second versus fourth. Yeah, this might look like a pointless game, but according to calculations, if Cardiff win and Bradford loses, or Bradford fails to win, Cardiff will be a few steps closer to Championship football back in the first attempt. In the first attempt, they'll be back in the Championship in the first attempt. But yeah, I have a feeling last time at Cardiff beat Bolton 1-0. I think that was. I mean, that Bolton beat Cardiff 1-0, but yeah. But it's gonna be a tight game to watch, really. But I think that Cardiff. No, no one has actually been noticing this, but I got like Bolton Stockport game spot on. This is what I've said. There's gonna be goals here. I think I have a 2-2 draw at the Tuskegee Community Stadium. Yeah, I had that spot on, didn't I? I had that spot on. And I haven't let Cardiff will beat Bolton here. I think a 2-1 win to Cardiff for this one to edge closer to Championship 30 after a year out. And the Lincoln team Leyton Orient now. It's going to be a guard of honour from Leyton Orient coming to Lincoln. A guard of honour because Lincoln have been promoted to the Championship for the first time in 65 years. Well done, Lincoln. We are so proud of you. They have literally been the club of the season. Lincoln have been the club of the season in the EFL. And I'm not saying this. They have been the club of the EFL. I'm saying this for a statement. They have been the club of the club of the season. Jordan of Coventry and Bromley and all sorts in the EFL. But yeah, it's going to be a tight game to watch, really, but should we say it's a tight game? Because Leighton Orient lost 2-1 to Huddersfield in this 106th minute. That's embarrassing from Leighton Orient, but yeah, it's going to be a tight game to watch, really. But should we say that really a tight game? But I think Lincoln's going to ace through it. I think a 3-0 win to Lincoln for this one. And the Bristol Rovers taking Crawley now. Ooh! Bristol Rovers with 5 wins in a row. Crawley is 2-0 to Grimsby at home on Easter Monday, so this could look one-sided, but Bristol Rovers already booked a ticket to League 2 next season, so they're in their final season. But I really think they'll be really up there next season. I think they could be literally be title favourites next season, calling Blooming York if they get promoted to the Football League. But yes, I have a feeling that Bristol Rovers will make it 6 wins in a row here. I think 6 wins in a row is on the cards for Bristol Rovers. I think a 3-1 win to Bristol Rovers for this one. And then the Newport taking Harrogate now. It is 22nd for this 24th. Oh my days. A win for Harrogate would send him out of the bottom 2 and put Newport back in it. And the last event, Newport actually annihilated Harrogate 3-0. So can Harrogate do that to Newport back? Yeah, I don't know about that one, but it's going to be tight. I can tell it's going to be a tight game to watch, really. But it could go either way here. But I have a feeling Harrogate will score in the 93rd minute to win. 2-1 win to Harrogate for this one. Harrogate's winning in the 90th minute. They're going out of the drop zone for now. And then the Cambridge are sounding now. Ooh, it's 3rd versus 4th. Oh my days. There's loads of bangers going on this game week, I can tell, because we're approaching that end of season hype and hecticness. That's why every moment matters at the biggest stage possible. Yep, and both of them might not even be automatically promoted. They might have to face each other again in the playoffs. So, yeah, yes. It's going to be a tight game to watch, really. Last limit, I don't know what happened, but I think it was a draw, I think it was a draw. Or Cambridge one, I don't know. But, yeah, but it's going to be a tight game to watch, really. I have a feeling it's going to be a tight fence. It's going to be a 1-1 draw at Cambridge. And then the Shrewsbury and Oldham now. Oldham drawing 1-1 to MK Dons in Easter Monday, and Shrewsbury are they're just stuck, really. They're just stuck at 19th. Stuck at 18th, really. They can't get any higher. I think they're gonna be alright, Shrewsbury. You ain't gonna go down. You ain't gonna get relegated again. But I think you're gonna again. I think you're gonna be in the League 2 for a second season. But I think Shrewsbury will be chilled. And Oldham looking for a playoff push. I think Oldham, I have the club and fantasy team, and I think they'll get the dub here. I think a 2-0 win to Oldham for this one. Shrewsbury's just a do waiting game now. And the Barnet taking Barrow now. Ooh! Barrow heading down to the Hive, aka Barnet Stadium. That's what their stadium is called, the Hive. And Barrow, 23rd. Losing 1-0 to Chesterfield, sadly, on Easter Monday, but at least they collected 4 points from the top 2 from MK Dons and Bromley, so yeah, credit to Barrow, really. But yeah, I don't know, it's going to be a tight game to watch, really, but Barnet are doing quite good, really. They're actually 11th place in the table, so they are also in the playoff push, beating Fleetwood 5-2 away, so well done for them. But it's going to be a tight game to watch, really, but I think that Barnet will only just win here. I think a 2-1 win to Barnet for this one. And in the League 1 now, with Bradford taking Stevenage now, it's 3rd versus 6th. They might meet each other again in the playoffs. If the league finishes right here, if the league does finish right here, it'll be a playoff match. They'll both be eating each other in the playoffs, and we'll have one underdog in the playoff final at Wembley. So, yeah, it'll be nice to see these two play each other in the playoff semi-finals, and then we'll have the underdogs in the playoff final at Wembley. So, yeah, who knows about this one? But it could go either way here. Last night it was a 1-1 draw, but it could go either way here. But I have a feeling Stevenage has only scored 42 goals this season, so they've been a low scoring team. But how on earth have they been? Literally been in the top 6, in the top 6. But it's gonna be tight. I think a 1-1 draw at Bradford's happening at this one. And then heading to Huddersfield taking Wickham now. Ooh, yep. Both teams, Wycombe are 11th, Huddersfield are 9th. Huddersfield have to score in the 106th minute, the 16th minute and the 90th minute added times to win it against Leicester away on East Monday. Yeah, it's just unreal. But their main manager, Liam Manning, had to step down, had to take some time off due to something going on behind the scenes of him. But yep, he'll be back very soon for Huddersfield. He might be back at it. He might be back at the start of next season. But yeah, but Wycombe have been quite recently. They have been really so I think their playoff hopes might be ending that by the end of this weekend. But who blue knows here? But at Huddersfield, I think they will win here. Only just, I think a 2-1 win to Huddersfield for this one. Into Yorkshire Derby now. If Rotherham take on Barnsley now, Rotherham. If they lose here, they'll be this close from getting relegated. They might have at least. If they lose here, they'll have like a couple of days left until they get relegated to League Two for the first time in over a generation ago, or around a generation ago. But yeah, who would have thought Rotherham being relegated from League One to League Two, but at the state not like 5 years ago. They're regularly Championship League One team, like going up down up down. Now they're going up down up down up down down. That is unreal for Rotherham, but. Yeah, man, for Barnsley, they're just drilling them in mid-table. They ain't going to go down. They're too big to go down, so it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be a tight fence at Rotherham. 1-1 draw at Rotherham. And then the Blackpool take on Peterborough now. I never thought I was saying this, but I just can't believe it. But the relegation battle between Peterborough are still in the relegation battle. 51 points, 13th, and you're still in the relegation battle because Exeter are 21st, 48 points. How can you cope with that? Because I won't cope with that. I'll just get absolutely. I don't know how I would feel, but I would feel quite stressed, wouldn't I? Yeah, I would feel quite stressed because Blackpool 20th, and if they win, they could actually overtake Peterborough or be on level with Peterborough. So, but I have a feeling it's going to be a tight fence. Peterborough don't want on the card. Blackpool are just Blackpool. So I think it's going to be a tight 1-1 draw at Blackpool. And then to the championships now with Middlesbrough taking Portsmouth now. No, we're all hoping Portsmouth win this. We all hope Portsmouth wins this because last time these two met at the Riverside, it was 2-2, and Portsmouth almost beat Middlesbrough at the Riverside, but Middlesbrough equalised at the very last minute by penalty. But yeah, I have a feeling, according to my calculations, Portsmouth are longely up to the Riverside in Yorkshire, and they're in the bottom four, and they're drawn 2-2 to Oxford, and Middlesbrough's form against teams at the bottom 10 at home have been woeful. According to my calculations, watch this. I have a feeling Portsmouth will pull off a massive upset. A 1-0 win to Portsmouth, and according to my calculations, that might make Coventry be promoted to the Prem, or be 99% promoted to the Prem. And then to Southampton and Derby now. 6th versus 8th. Southampton annihilated Wrexham 5-1 on Tuesday night, and Derby County beating Stoke 2-0 on Easter Monday, so both teams won on Easter Monday. Oh, yeah, it's Tuesday, but yeah, it's going to be a tight game to watch, really. They're both chasing for that, they're both eyeing on that final playoff spot, so yes, last time it was a 1-1 draw at Derby, so yes, it's going to be a tight game to watch, really, but Southampton, with that power they got, I think they're going to carry on winning here. I think a 2-1 win to Southampton for this one. Then the Sheffield United take on Hull now. Sheffield United are just doing the waiting game now. They are 17th place in the Championship. At the start of the season, I thought they were literally favourites to win the league. They were literally heavy favourites with Ipswich, Coventry and Birmingham. Now, them and Birmingham are literally struggling in the Championship, literally in the bottom half, struggling and just doing a waiting game now. But Hull, last minute, Hull beat Sheffield United 1-0 at the MKM. I think it's going to be the exact same scoreline. I think Ian Palmer in goal, the goalkeeper of Hull, Ian Palmer, I think he's going to be cooking and pop off. I think a 1-0 win to Hull for this one. Hull, I think they're going to still get that. I think they might actually get into the playoffs. Then to the final game, and the Sunday lunchtime kick off now. Birmingham taking Wrexham now. It's the Hollywood Derby. Tom Brady versus Ryan Reynolds, and yeah, Wrexham. Yeah, should we actually not talk about what happened on Tuesday night? Because I already mentioned it to Southampton, so yeah, I'm not going to mention what happened because they lost 5-1 to Southampton at home. That's kind of embarrassing. I should say that's kind of embarrassing. And Birmingham is a 2-1 to Ipswich on Easter Monday, so that was also embarrassing. Even though you scored the first goal of the game, that was kind of yeah. But Birmingham's just doing the waiting game now. They're just doing the waiting game, and Wrexham are just fighting for that final playoff spot, but I have a feeling it's going to be a tight fence. It could get either way here. The last minute it was a tight fence or a tight 1-1 draw. I think it's going to happen again here. I think a 1-1 draw at Birmingham. And if you're wondering, here is just my predictions right here and the fantasy team right here. And if it's my predictions, you can comment down below what your predictions are to be. And if you thank you for this video, I have enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.